Alright, hello Stage 6, this is our first video regarding our first assessment task, or our second assessment task, but first for our topic, which is Core 1. Now, here is a copy of the task. I've highlighted a couple of things in pink up the top here. The due date, it's Term 1, Week 2, the 4th of February. So when we get back from holidays, you'll have a full week and a little bit. The 4th of February is a Thursday. All our assessments are due on a Thursday to stay consistent, and it's due at 3:30 p.m. I've scribbled out what I'd originally written, which was 12 o'clock, and it's 3:30, and the weighting's 30%. Our last task was 20, this one's 30, so worth a little bit more. That's why we spend more time on this unit than the other one. There's two parts to the task. The first part, you need to read a newspaper article called Toowoomba Schoolmates Die in Horror Crash. It's attached on the back here, it's there and a little bit here. You read through the article, and then you need to develop a table. I'll read from the task here. It says, develop a table identifying the factors that may have influenced the individual's behaviour with an example from the report. So judging from the title, it's obviously a car crash and it's school students, so people aged your age. Now, I've highlighted this in green, and then this little table here, this is an example of how you might set it out. So here's your factor, not wearing a seatbelt, and it's behavioural, okay? Your behaviour is you choose to put the seatbelt on or choose not to put it on. The example of the article is Willie Hutchison, that's the name of the kid, Willie. He's 16, he was thrown from the car. So he's thrown because he didn't have the seatbelt, and he didn't have the seatbelt because it was behavioural, he chose not to. That's part one. Part two, you need to use the 5 action areas of the Ottawa Charter to write a report identifying and elaborating on what could be done by not only the local Toowoomba community, but all communities within Australia to prevent further car accidents. So I've just said 5 action areas of the Ottawa Charter. You don't know what the Ottawa Charter is. We're going to cover it in class soon, but here's a little summary of it. Okay, so there's 5 areas of this thing called the Ottawa Charter. It's basically like an agreement. They just signed it off. It happened in Ottawa, which is a place in Canada, and it's used worldwide for health promotion things. So if you're doing some kind of health promotion initiative, like maybe the slip slop slat ads or something like that, then there's these 5 areas you've got to hit. So it's got to develop personal skills, and I've got examples over here. So problem solving, goal setting, skills that you can do. There's creating supportive environments, and my examples are an alcohol-free zone or a 40km/h school zones. It makes it safe for people. So these are all different initiatives that people have done. Strengthening community action, so active after school, that's like when kids do sport after school for an hour or so to try and make sure they get their recommended physical activity. Reorientating health services, so Mind Matters, which you do in school, or Jump Rope for Heart, that's when health professionals work with schools to try and achieve better health outcomes. And the last part, building healthy public policy, so mandatory information that needs to be on food labels. People need to know that the food you're eating, the lollies that you're having have a certain amount of sugar in them, or that there's 16 serves in a packet of iced Bobos instead of you eat the whole packet and that's one serve. They need to know certain information on food labels, and they can't get on the shelves unless it's there. WHS or OHS, so wearing a hard hat on like a work site, wearing steel cap boots, or wearing a hand net if you're working with food. WHS is building healthy public policy. It just basically means rules and laws to make things healthy. Now I'm going to come around here. Cameraman, can you just take a step back there? Okay, so on our website here, if we go, oh, where's my mouse? We go preliminary and then better health for individuals, the topic we're on. I've got this new tab at the bottom called the assessment task tab. If we click on that, you've got some information. So firstly, there's a form here. You can put your name, your email, and a comment, something you want to say. Press submit, and that'll go straight to my email. That way you can contact me with concerns about the task. I've got a copy of the task here where you can download, and I'm hoping soon to have a sample of work from someone else who's done it before, along with what mark they got, so you can see the kind of effort that went into it and then what mark they got. And then under here, in this space here, is going to be this video. So I'm going to be standing here, I'll be pointing to the copy of the task, I'll be pointing here to the contact box, and this video is going to be right here. So you'll be able to watch this, be confident about what the task requires, come into class, ask me questions, we're going to spend a lesson on it. That way, hopefully we all get good marks, band 6s. Thanks guys, that's it.